Obviously, Kevin Ware has made, he made an appearance on Letterman last night doing the top 10, which was awesome. He also said that he's never seen the injury. He never plans to see the injury. But now, JR brought up a point to me yesterday in the kitchen over here about how ADIDAS is making these, they're making these warm-up shirts for Louisville.
$24.99.
That's how much it is.
Rise to the occasion.
Rise to the occasion. It's just a t-shirt, but it has ADIDAS on it. Correct, JR? Okay. Rise to the occasion. It's R-I-5-E to the occasion, so 5 for Kevin Ware.
They can't even spell rise. There's no number in rise.
Apparently they can.
Idiots!
Well, on the back of the shirt, there's also big number 5 with the Louisville coloring. You know, they do the new camouflage look. And
yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And they're going to be 10 years later when these guys look back, they're going to be like, we looked horrible. And then above that is the Final Four logo. And on the front where it says Rise to the Occasion, there's the ADIDAS logo and the Louisville Cardinal head. Louisville's making money off this. ADIDAS is making money off this. The NCAA is making money off this. Shit, CBS is making money off this because more people will watch. It's just, people are already watching anyway. I get it.
I wouldn't throw CBS into
I'm not throwing them in the bus. I'm just like, the amount of people making money, legitimately or delegitimately. There's this money being made everywhere off of the Final Four in general, right?
Yeah, of course.
So the one person who's not making money off this is the kid whose leg went backwards and was sticking out of its skin. I think that's what it was. I didn't want to watch it that closely either. My beef is that because of the rules of the NCAA, they're not allowed, or not that they would have wanted to anyway, Kevin Ware and his family aren't allowed to get a dime of this money, not a penny. So this is an opportunistic endeavor that ADIDAS took on to say, hey, we're going to garner some support for Kevin Ware and his leg injury, and hopefully that the Cardinal will come through and the fans will shine and buy all of our t-shirts for $25 a piece, which by the way they're sold out. Because
they are sold out.
Oh yeah, who's not going to buy this shirt?
Who doesn't want to rise 5 to the occasion?
And not trying to look too bad in doing this, ADIDAS said, oh well, we're going to give a portion of the proceeds to the Louisville Scholarship Fund. Louisville said, we're not going to take our normal cut for things using our logo and all this stuff. We're going to have it all go that direction, which by the way goes back to the school to make more money anyway. So it's all going to be the same thing. And what you do is you use the kid at his worst moment, a potential career-ending injury, and the only person who's getting screwed is Kevin Ware again.
Okay, it's not within the NCAA rules that they can hand over money. They can fork over money to Kevin Ware. So what kind of changes should be made?
Don't do it.
Don't make the shirts.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that as well. So you would rather them just sort of as a team go buy some white shirts, grab a few magic markers and Sharpies, and just go and do, hey, this is for Kevin Ware. That's what you're saying.
Well, because this isn't for the team. There's shirts that are made for teams, and people don't buy. The team may wear certain shirts are officially. Warm-ups that are official for the team, things like that. We talked about it yesterday. Maybe that's changed, but when I was in school, there were certain shirts that athletes wore that weren't sold to everyone else.
Yeah, of course.
So you can create shirts if you want the team to wear certain thing right. to give some tribute to their play.
I think there's a compromise here, right? They can't give money to Kevin Ware, which arguably is ridiculous, but let's leave that part out right now, that they're operating under the rules that they have.
Yeah.
So you're selling the shirt for $24.99, which is kind of a premium price. So shirts on the website, the Louisville T-shirts range from $17.99 to $27.99. So it's in that range. They're not cutting anybody a deal on this shirt.
No.
Making it $25. They could make it $10, right? Encourage people to buy it. They could partner with Kevin Ware to market it, and all of the money, every single cent of the money, goes to Louisville's General Scholarship Fund. And I would say that the money is used to create the Kevin Ware Scholarship to give to some needy student who wants to study medicine. That's something for Kevin Ware. His name, it's a legacy. It's
but
something.
What JR's saying, that's not enough. Because JR wants the money to directly go to Kevin Ware.
But it can't. So what I'm saying is that you can do something nice for Kevin Ware. You cannot be greedy. I don't want ADIDAS to make a dime off it, a penny. I don't want the NCAA to make a penny. But if you were legitimately putting the money into a general scholarship fund and some kid can come study architecture or medicine at Louisville who might not be able to afford it, and for the next 5 years, one kid gets part of his tuition paid for under the Kevin Ware Scholarship with the money made off the T-shirt, that at least feels like something moderately good has come out of this. That's not, by the way, what they're doing. they're giving a portion. And is it a hungry man portion, or is it like a little baby portion?
Now,
You know?
maybe other reports have told us, but what portion is it going?
No,
What
it doesn't.
percentage?
I think it does.
We don't know.
A portion.
Maybe 1%.
Right,
We
maybe.
don't know how much they're giving to the scholarship fund.
100%. That's what you should give to the scholarship fund. 100%.
There's a lot of shadiness around this.
I agree.
You're not going to tell me the details of what you're doing, but you're going to. Now, my other point that I said, I think to both of you guys, I know I told one of you, if Kevin Ware goes out there with his broken leg and a big cast on it, and lifted up at the edge of his wheelchair in front of the arena as people pile in to watch his team play, and has a bunch of T-shirts that he got made down the street at T-Shirts Plus and got screen printed for him, and he goes, support Louisville, Kevin Ware, $25 a piece. Man, he is sent the hell out of there so fast. Oh, thug, pariah in the locker room. Can't believe he's trying to profit off his own injury. What an asshole. What are you doing? You know you're an amateur athlete. You're supposed to be a fucking slave. I'm telling you, man.
The great thing is that if he's lost his eligibility, I mean, if he can't play, right, then he should do it. Like, what does he care if he loses his eligibility? Like, let's go make some
Did he
money.
for sure lose his eligibility though? He can't come back next year.
No.
If
If he does, I read one thing that's like it said Louisville has not yet committed to giving him a scholarship for next year. Look, I don't know the story. There's no way Louisville's. Hey, look, you're hurt. What are we gonna do? We can't give a scolly to you. We only got 13. We gotta defend the national title. Sorry, Kevin. It's not my fault your leg snapped in two, is it?
You know, majority of the comments that I've seen off the videos that we've done, I think we did 2 videos on the injury. All the comments are, well, he needs to drink more milk. You know, a lot more milk is needed for the body. If he drank more milk, this wouldn't have happened.
It's good that we have so many doctors commenting on YouTube. That's good to say.
Ed is suing over the likenesses of collegiate players being used and money being made off, and they're trying to change the rules. The rules that we talked about, the reason they can't even do this for him. So, because knowing that, they don't put his name at the bottom. They don't put Ware. They don't put Kevin, good for Kevin. They put a 5, which is an arbitrary thing, right? A lot of people wear number 5. So
Right.
they could say, well, we didn't use his likeness.
It's for Baron Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darren Williams.
How many number 5s could you? I mean, there's other number 5s that played for Louisville before,
Right.
and so you can. So there's whenever an entity leaves something open and allows for an argument later to be said about, we didn't mean it that way. You guys are buying into this the wrong way.
I don't think
then
you
that
need
means
to-
they thought about this fully, about how they can make some money off of it.
Yeah, I don't think you need to argue that like here's another shady aspect. Like I think it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Like it's just, and the reaction seems to be fairly universal that it's just totally uncool of Adidas to do this, unless to me they've given all this money to help kids go to school. Then while JR's point still seems valid that Kevin Ware is moderately exploited in that, it at least is exploitation solely for the good of people who could use help. And he'd probably be behind it, although they shouldn't do it without checking with him first.